welcome to the Tech Takes podcast. We're here at Networkshop, and my name is Alice, and this is Nick.
And yeah, we're going to be talking today about Cloud Assist and where it came from and where we're going with it. So Alice is going to talk to me. Alice is is the developer on Cloud Assist, and I'm the person that made it originally, but I'm not a full-time developer. So
I am a full-time developer, but I've just started about a month ago. Is that right? So yeah, still got a lot to learn about the app.
yeah, I'm throwing her in at the deep end a bit. And hopefully it's going to be a good thing for you guys as well to find out about this. And we're really excited. If you've come to Networkshop or security conference, you've probably seen me spouting this off for the last 2 years. It is so close to launching. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me some questions, Alice?
Maybe how the app started. Yeah. How do you want us to talk about the history of the app? I don't know.
Yeah, so I did a really cool presentation yesterday, but it wasn't recorded. So the app started back when Jisc internally was doing their Cyber Essentials rollout. And we needed something to help with Cyber Essentials, automate monitoring of new operating systems coming out to make sure that we were compliant at the end of the day for Cyber Essentials. And very early on, when we were working on that internally, I had the bright idea of, if I had a couple of lines of code, we could sell this. And that's how Cloud Assist was born and how it started. And yeah, that was back in 2023. So it's been 3 years so far. I had a semi-viable automation side of the product within a couple of months, but it took a year before I had something tangible to go to our product board internally at Jisc and go, look, I've got this. I think it could be really good for the sector. We had people crying out for something similar to it in our Cyber Essentials community and section. And yeah, we got approval to take it forward and start developing it, doing the business cases. It was still me at that stage making it part-time when I wasn't doing my day job. And then back in January, I finally got approval to get an actual developer on board to help out with it because my calendar was starting to get a bit of a mess. And yeah, Alice thankfully joined me a month ago. And she's already optimizing it in preparation for its V1.
Well, that worked very well. There was just a few things that could be optimized. Maybe.
It's Nick code. That's what we'll go with. It's Nick code. It works.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alice, do you want to talk a bit about your background and what you helping to deliver into the tool, like the optimizations that you bring in?
Sure. Yeah, I can talk about how I started getting into software development, and then So I actually did a history degree at university, if you didn't know. I studied modern Chinese history and queer history, but I ended up doing a coding boot camp at North Coders in Manchester. And they liked me so much, they hired me to teach there. So I taught there about 3 years, probably. Yeah, so I guess I must know what I'm doing a little bit if I'm teaching it. And yeah, I left for Capgemini, but I didn't find the consulting work very rewarding. So I decided to move to Jisc, which I'm very, very grateful for. And yeah, I will be helping to develop the front end of the app initially, I think, and optimizing some of Nick's code as well. Yeah.
You will also be bringing some new features out. We got some pretty nice features that are very close to coming out that you've been working on.
Yeah, I've been working on the multi-state recommendation. That should be very, very close to be, a fully fledged feature, I think.
Yeah, so for the podcast, the multi-source recommendation is where we're going to show you in the health checks the recommended state from Jisc, but also show you other sources. So like NCSC, CIS, NCSC, I've probably mentioned two people twice
So
there, but
Microsoft as well,
we've
yeah.
got a collection of sources that we're going to add into the tool to give you guys as customers a choice of how strict you want to be with your tenant, your 365 tenant. And we've got grand plans to do more than just 365 in the future. Being here in Networkshop, we've had some really good feedback from customers. I was telling Alice this morning about a new feature that's gone on the backlog. Yeah, and I was like saying to Alice, "Oh yeah, we can code it in an hour."
Yeah.
And Alice is probably looking at me going,
Sure,
"No."
sure you can, yeah. Maybe you can, but I wanna do it right.
Yeah, and Alice is also helping like do that whole development stack. So testing the code base to make sure it's nice and secure and actually runs
Mhm.
properly, and know we can check to make sure it's running properly when we make changes.
Yeah.
So yeah, can you talk a bit more about that? Because you've brought some really nice things to the tool in the month or so you've been here.
So, yeah, I've come from a test-driven development background, so that's how I was taught to do things. And, in terms of, like, feature development, I always want a unit test before, and eventually we are gonna write some integration tests when it comes, but that will take some time. So for the new features, some unit tests, and for any refactoring, we'll do kind of some snapshot testing and then refactoring with unit tests. Just to gain that confidence, I think. Sometimes you write some code, you think it works, but you never really know unless you test it right.
I'm like, right, does it run in debug? Yes, good. There we go, done.
Yeah.
Whereas that works for your part-time developers, just doing it as I've got free time, I'm going to work on it. But yeah, coming back to Cloud Assist now, we're very close to launching. We put it in last month to go live,
Mm.
but unfortunately there was a couple of issues around payment process and stuff like that. So background stuff more than anything that just needed sorting out. So yeah, I tried my best, but it's not ready. So it's very, very close. It will definitely be
Yeah.
available to buy for security conference, and we're hoping a lot sooner than that.
When are we hoping to launch? Do you know? When are we hoping for it to launch now?
Yeah, launch window anywhere between August and November at this time. Like I said, it will be out for security conference unless something major crops up.
But yeah, it sounds like there's nothing major will come up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the other thing to mention about how Cloud Assist is there's going to be two components.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
going to be a free bit of the tool that any person can go in and use, and that's
Mhm.
the recommendations that Alice has been working on. And then there's the paid for that will hopefully pay for it, and Alice, and that is to help you guys with see the bit that I actually originally made it for. Uh, so yeah, we've had a lot of interest from internal Jisc as well in being able to like use the tool to promote Jisc services. Um, so yeah, I don't know if people watching this know, but just does have a mandate to provide um, advice and guidance to the education sector. It's one of our remits from UK government actually. So this is our way of saying, here you go. It's some really nice. Here's some recommendations from Jisc. Yes, there's some ads in it, but yeah, if you've got a good tenant, you shouldn't see any ads actually. So
Yeah.
all about trying to get best value for you as members. That's one of the big things from Jisc because we are not for profit at the end of the day,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is very nice to work in.
That is one of the reasons why I joined Jisc, because that is for a non-for-profit organization. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got friends that left education to go and work in the private sector, and they came back very quickly to the public sector because it's just
Oh yeah. Well, coming from like a education background, that's what I'm kind of used to, I guess. So
so. Yeah, you can find out more about Cloud Assist on the Jisc website. If you go on there and search for Cloud Assist, you'll find the information. We have a page got launched yesterday for it, which I was really impressed with. I was waiting for a nice page on the main Jisc website.
yeah. Yeah. It's exciting.
Any questions, you can reach out to your relationship manager at Jisc. And I suppose we can probably say thanks. Hopefully it's been informative for everybody. It's been a labor of love for me. Well, I say labor of love. It's been one of those things I've had to deal with for the last 3 years.
Well, you must enjoy it if it's been the past few years, though.
I do enjoy coding. It's one of those things, it's probably like you, it's just having that, trying to figure out how to do something, the logical steps around, right, to get to where we want, and we start here, we got to get here. What steps do you need to do to get there? And what tooling is available to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not vibe coders here in Jisc for the most part. We still do things a bit more of the old school way, but we are utilizing some AI. Copilots in GitHub and Copilot in Visual Studio have been some great help.
Yeah.
I don't know about Alice, but for me, it comes up in this like 10-line code block, and I just give it a glance over and go, yep, good.
It definitely speeds up coding, I think. Definitely speeds up coding. I do use Copilot, but nothing else, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Thanks, Alice. And yeah, thank you everybody for listening. Hopefully it's been informative. Yeah, thank you.